Okay, there we go. Okay, there we are. Welcome in, guys. Welcome on in. Gonna push this out in Discord, then I will be right with you guys. Again, we're live on YouTube as well over here. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, Al, DJ, hello. Steven, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Welcome on in, excuse me. Waiting for everyone to slowly tune on in here. We got some details here. Hello, Hong Kong, hello. Yeah, if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. If you're on TikTok, hit that follow button and come on over to YouTube. Arizona girl, hello, Brent. So we have some information in regard to Chandler, also known as his real name, Matthew Perry. So many people know him as Chandler, though, from Friends. Apparently, he told his assistant to go out at about 2 p.m. today. Told his assistant to go out and run some errands for him. And when his assistant came back, the assistant, a male, found him unresponsive in the jacuzzi at 4 p.m. So he was gone for about 2 hours. Hello, Jay Palmer. Preacher, what's up, Preacher? How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button and come on over here to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. Again, what we know is that it appeared that he drowned. It appears that he drowned there in a jacuzzi at his Los Angeles home. His assistant left for about 2 hours, and when the assistant came back, he was found unresponsive. Hi, Sierra. Hello, Sierra. Sierra, join the Discord. Join the Discord there, Sierra. Discord.gg/Austin Airs. Also, for those who are going to be asking, Gaza has no power. They have no internet. Closest we have is from Ashdod, which is right above me here. It's probably about 12 to 15 miles north of Gaza. It's the closest camera we can have. What we know that he was unresponsive in what they believe was cardiac arrest. That's what was reported to LA Times and TMZ. Yes, Amanda, I posted that on the on my TikTok there. Yeah, and his last Instagram post was a little chilling because it showed him in a jacuzzi at nighttime. It was very, very interesting to say the least. You know, right now Matthew Perry's trending, jacuzzi is trending as well. Fun fact, I used to roll with Matt Wallace before he got super big. Me and him had the same type of following base, and then he just took off. Again, guys, if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button and then come on over. This is the post here. That's him in the jacuzzi. That is the last post, and he goes, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good. I'm Matt Man." But yeah, it was reportedly called in as a cardiac arrest. But yeah, he drowned in the jacuzzi, or what appeared to be a drowning in the jacuzzi. Again, police did not find any drugs. They don't suspect foul play, nothing like that. Well, Bear, it's very possible then. It is very, very, very possible then if that is the case. If that is the case, very, very possible. That could be. I do know he had issues with addiction, but he's been clean and sober for since 2021. He's been completely sober there. So yeah, we have quite a bit going on in regard to that. Let me see something here. Whoops. Wrong thing I clicked. Here. There we go. Okay. There we go, guys. I'm back now. I had to put something up there. Friends is on right now. Nick at Night. You know, and that's the thing. That's what they're really looking at. They're really checking to see what happened here. Obviously, there's going to be the full investigation as to what could possibly have happened. Now, they did say that he played pickleball in the morning. They did say that he played pickleball earlier today, and he came back, got in jacuzzi, sent his assistant off to go do some errands, and then was found unresponsive. Hello, Shanna. Yeah, he was born in Plymouth, Massachusetts, yes. And People magazine is also reporting as well. Correct, Broadway, yes. Born in Plymouth, Massachusetts, died in Los Angeles. And an associate producer for Fox News is trying to blame the COVID vaccine for it. Mind you, I want people to understand that sudden cardiac arrest does happen. Spontaneous cardiac death does happen. It really does, you know? Hey, Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Hello, hello. Yeah, so, I mean, they, Fox is running with jacuzzi, or with a COVID jab is what they're most likely going to run with. So the official story from from Fox is very vague. It's extremely vague. I think Fox is taking a back seat on this. Yeah, he's been clean since 2021. He's been fully sober and clean since 2021. Yes. Oh, come on, TMZ. New info? Yeah. Amanda with a $10 super chat. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat there, Amanda. Thank you. So, it was his house. And the physical activity that we do know. We do know about the physical activity, which was pickleball. That's what was reported, was pickleball. His assistant found him unresponsive and unconscious in the bathtub. Sorry, I'm thinking of Whitney Houston. In the jacuzzi. His assistant did. His male assistant was sent off at 2 p.m. to go run errands. At 4 p.m., the assistant came back and found him presumably face down or however, you know, if he slouched down in the jacuzzi. And there is, oh man, this is from the scene that we have. This is from TMZ. This is what appears to be at the scene there. He came home sometime in the morning after a 2-hour round of pickleball. And that is, he sent his assistant out on an errand shortly after. We're told that when the assistant returned about 2 hours later, he discovered Matthew unresponsive and called 911. So he let's do timeline. So 911 call was 4 p.m. Assistant was gone for 2 hours. So he came back right around noonish. So like 11 noonish, he probably came back around home. And then he gets in a jacuzzi. Let's see, timeline. 2 hours will place his assistant leaving at 2 p.m. So that's what's not making sense right now. So they said he came back in the a.m., shortly sent the assistant out for errands, and then was found at 4. Or the call was made at 4. But the assistant was only gone 2 hours. So, yeah, he returned about 2 hours later. Paula with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Paula. Thank you very much. Manigo, substance abuse takes a toll on your body and heart. It does. It really, really does. Even being clean for 2 years, that doesn't take away the decade or so of substance abuse. Matthew Perry, Chandler from Friends. Oh, hey, we got the dispatch audio, guys. Hold on. Let me make sure we can play this through. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that we can actually hear this. We actually have the dispatch audio, so let's see what this dispatch says, guys. Hold on, guys. We got the 911 dispatch. Okay. We should hear it. Let me make sure that we actually have this set up. I want to make sure that we have the audio. Yep, see, it was not set up, so here we go. Now we do. Okay. Let's see. We should.
Engine 23, Rescue 23, EMS 9. Engine 23, Rescue 23, EMS 9, all on radio. Respond to the drowning. Process search view traffic.
So they called in as a drowning is what it was. Whoops. So it was called in as a drowning and dispatched as a drowning. Okay, so it did come in as a drowning. Oh, proper, yeah. So it was a jacuzzi hot tub. Oh my god. Oh, Trick. Almost killed you. You took an extremely long hot bath and it almost killed you. Oh, wow. So, as we know, the police did not find any illicit substance. The police did not find anything that was of concern to them. No foul play suspected. Again, if you're on TikTok, guys, hit that follow button right now. Hit the follow button. And come over to YouTube. YouTube is my primary platform. You guys can watch me on the big screen. Throw me on TV. Cast me. Now, excuse me. The big thing is, you know, yes, the substance abuse history, but also you got to really look at it is sudden cardiac death and sudden cardiac arrest is very true, very real. You know, he could have threw a clot for all we know. He could have had a DVT and didn't realize it. Again, thank you very much, Paula. Thank you for that. So the big thing is you have to really understand is he could have had a DVT for all we know, a deep vein thrombosis through a clot, or even a PE, a pulmonary embolism, and that's what killed him, you know? Hannah goes, every time I go to a Hilton, I use the spa, and it is so easy to get too hot and quickly start to go downhill on how you're feeling. Very true. Yeah, guys, as of right now, the police do not suspect it to be, a, what do you call it? So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Drug related. They do not suspect it to be drug related as of right now. Okay, something ain't right here. Give me 1 second. I'm not sure what's going on with this. There we go. No idea what was going on with that, but here we are. Okay. Yeah, but that we have the photo of the cops there at his house, the house where he posted the photo of him in a jacuzzi 5 days ago, I believe it was. That jacuzzi one was the last photo post on his Instagram, which was 5 days ago, which would have been right here, this one. So right here, that is him in the jacuzzi. Yeah, Catherine, that's what I would think. I mean, that's what I would think. Somehow he had I would say a sudden cardiac arrest, sudden cardiac death. Now, one thing that you may not know is when they do the autopsy, they're going to cut him. They're going to do a Y incision. They're going to cut him. They're then going to pull apart and look at the lungs. They're going to look and see if there was water in the lungs. If there was water in the lungs, then that would be a drowning. If there was no water in the lungs, that means that he would have died above water, slipped down because of the way negative pressure and positive pressure works. And that's how they're going to see if he died above water or underwater. Guys, if you're in TikTok, hit the follow button right now. Hit the follow button and come on over to YouTube here. Why is it? Well, this was posted 5 days ago. And mind you, they're still investigating. These were probably from about 6 p.m.-ish. Around 6 p.m. California time, Pacific time. Which is where you can see the sun setting down. Yeah, that's LAPD. Isn't it? That looks like LAPD to me with their emblem. I haven't been to California, I'm going to be honest. I have never been to Cali. You could, NB. It depends. It really depends, though, on how they classify that, though. I mean, if it was a sudden cardiac death, you know, you lose your ability to inhale and exhale. If it was, you know, a working up cardiac arrest, which I've seen multiple of, including my own mother, on camera, unfortunately, but that, you know, there's a struggle there with that cardiac arrest. There is a struggle. Oh, really, Hannah? Max of 15 minutes. I did not know that. So yeah, this is it's going to be a very interesting thing to find out autopsy wise. Now, again, they didn't find any drugs, so they're not expecting anything to come back on the toxicology. Now, again, this is the scene there. We had the dispatch audio. The dispatch audio was called in by his assistant, his male assistant, and it was reported as a drowning. Yeah, he is from Friends, the show Friends, yes. Chandler Bing on Friends. Now, is it possible, someone asked, is it possible that he tried to get out and he slipped and hit his head? It's possible. Blunt force trauma. I mean, that could have. You know, he could have stroked out. Yeah, and that, with a stroke, what they'll do is they'll pull the brain out, and then they'll look to see if there was any bleeding, any previous contusions, possibly. No, DA, no, male assistant. He had a male assistant. But, yeah, what's his last post 5 days ago? Yes, his last post was here. Oops, sorry. And it was 5 days ago, which showed him. And that's a big jacuzzi, if you ask me. That's like a big jacuzzi. He was playing pickleball earlier in the day. He was playing pickleball, came back. He sent his male assistant off to go run some errands for the day for him. He got in the hot tub, the jacuzzi. Male assistant comes back about 2 hours later, finds him unresponsive in the tub, in the hot tub there. Calls 911 and immediately is dispatched as a drowning. That is what we do know as of right now. So there's, like I said, it's a fluid scene. It's a very fluid scene. I'm sure we're going to find some new information and more information out over time. Perry. Who is Perry? Matthew Perry, Chandler from Friends. Guys, who doesn't like Jolly Ranchers? Jolly Ranchers are amazing. Yeah, it's Chandler from Friends, yes. You can see the police outside of his house right there. Yeah, so far no drugs. That was Chandler, guys, on the right. That was Chandler. Jennifer Aniston there in the middle. Mary. So, yeah, guys, hit the follow button on TikTok if you're new here. Hit the follow button and come on over here into YouTube. That's where everyone is over here in YouTube. Hit that subscribe button as well if you are new here. Tom Green. Dr. Paul Nazif. Stephanie Pratt. These are some of the celebrities talking about it. George Takei. Pierce Morgan. Sarah Cooper. Mike the Situation. Yeah, I don't know why people think the assistant offed him and unlived him. There's nothing pointing to that. There's no motive behind that. I don't know why people are trying to say that his assistant suicided him. I don't get that. New Jersey Anthony, because it generates views is all it does to push over to YouTube. Why do I keep making videos and going and simulcasting over to TikTok? Because it generates views and it pushes traffic to the YouTube. So yeah, this is what we have for the latest there. Latest update was 9:02 Eastern time, so about an hour and a half ago. Correct, Nathan. Yes, he told the assistant to leave. Then a few hours later, assistant came back and found him dead in the jacuzzi there. Again, guys, come on over to YouTube. Hit the follow button and come on over to YouTube. Yeah, Lauren, I haven't seen anyone on the cast comment yet. I haven't seen any comments come from the former cast of Friends. You are correct. Oh, yeah, and then YouTuber Jack Doherty. His security knocked the dude out with a one-shot punch. Yes, Preacher, if you get a chance, please like our channel by hitting the thumbs up button. Thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It's free to hit subscribe. It's like a follow on TikTok. How long ago did they find him? 4 p.m. Pacific time, so 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours ago. Top left is in Israel. Top left is in Israel. Old Israel. Yeah, Brittany. Chandler from Friends has died. It was a cardiac arrest / possible drowning. Don't fully know. I'm sure we'll find out what exactly happened over the next few weeks. He's been clean and sober since 2021. The 911 dispatch was for a drowning. Again, guys, come on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Tap the subscribe button there on YouTube. Doesn't cost anything. And this was his last post there on Instagram. That was his last post on Instagram. Right, Brittany? Yeah, this was his last photo there. It's got that spooky look with the moon and everything. You guys can see it there. I'm looking at it. You guys can see it right there. That's him in the corner in the off shot of the jacuzzi hot tub. Lots of stuff in a fluid situation like this. Honestly, there's a lot happening here. Friends TV made a post here. So that there was the official Friends TV. Oh my god. Oh, Chandler.
I'm sorry, we don't have your sheep.
All right, when was 1990?
Okay, you have to stop the Q-tip when there's resistance.
Ducks is heads because ducks have heads.
What kind of scary-ass clowns came to your birthday?
Hey, you don't know how long we're gonna be in here. We may have to repopulate the Earth.
And condoms are the way to do that.
Now, Homo habilis was erect. Australopithecus was never fully erect.
Well, maybe he was nervous.
I went to that tanning place your wife suggested.
Was that place the Sun?
Someone at work ate my sandwich.
Well, what did the police say?
This is Matthew Perry, guys. Right there, that's Matthew Perry. I saw someone comment about the ducks. The ducks in the apartment there. The dude even beat up Justin Trudeau. The dude beat up Justin Trudeau in grade school. Mind you, he had dual citizenship as a Canadian and as an American.
I mean, you're a fellow Canadian. Will you consider yourself fully Canadian?
I'm sort of half.
Half Canadian.
Yeah.
Well, I'm half and half.
Well, perfect.
But
Get over
between us,
here.
we make a full American.
Yes, that's right.
And you, by the way, this is an interesting thing I learned about you. I did not know this. The Prime Minister, the current Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, somebody you went to school with.
I did. I was a couple of years ahead of him.
Okay, how old were you at this time?
5th grade, so whatever age you are in 5th grade.
Okay, and do you remember, 10 probably, do
10?
you remember him around school?
I do. I have a story about him that I'm not proud of.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
I was reminded of this. My friend Chris Murray, who was also in the 5th grade in Canada, reminded me that we actually beat up Justin Trudeau.
You beat him up?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
The two of you beat him up?
We both beat him up. And I think he was excelling in a sport that we weren't as. So it was pure jealousy.
I see.
And we beat him up.
And isn't there? His dad was the Prime Minister of Canada.
His dad was the Prime Minister
at that
of Canada,
time,
but
right?
I don't think that's the reason we beat him up. I think he was the only kid in school that we could beat up.
Don't they have Secret Service there protecting the children of their prime ministers?
They didn't.
They didn't? No. Wow. Because that would never happen to Barron Trump. You'd be in the stockade right now. You'd be in, you'd be in Russia somewhere.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
But I'm not bragging about this. This is terrible. I was a stupid kid, and I didn't want to beat him up. In fact, I think at one point I tried to turn it into love play.
Well, he is a handsome guy.
Yeah, boy, is he ever.
Yeah.
But I think it was rather instrumental in him going to such great heights and becoming the Prime Minister.
You feel that way?
Yeah, I think it was, I think he said, I'm going to rise above this.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to become Prime Minister.
I'm going to destroy those two boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Perry and Murray, who
rose
beat
above
me.
both of us,
Yeah, wow, that's something else. That's really, do you ever have contact with him, and have you discussed this?
No, I feel shame. I don't want to think about it.
He's dead at the age of 54, found in a hot tub by authorities. According to sources telling CNN, found dead today in a hot tub. We're still learning about the circumstances, but the LA Times says no foul play, according to their law enforcement sources. I want to bring in my colleague, Laura, who is just, I am just in shock. I'm really still in shock, right, Laura Coates, because I grew up with him. I grew up with Chandler Bing. I love, watching the reruns of Chandler Bing. And it is just so heartbreaking to think about the fact that he's gone, but he leaves behind an incredible legacy, does he not?
Pam, you are so right. I mean, you think about Chandler Bing, and you think about, of course, who he was as a person. And it was almost a year ago to the date, Pam, that I had a chance to meet Matthew Perry. I was doing Real Time with Bill Maher. He was the guest as well as me. And I remember being in the hallway as you're getting ready to go backstage and approach, and he holds out his hand and he says, "Hi, I'm Matt." And I thought, yeah, I know. And he was so self-deprecating. He was so relatable. He was so real in the moment. And he had such a quality that had a really non-Hollywood vibe. You think you're going to meet someone who is obviously going to have the air of having been this phenomenal star for so long, just like you. Watching him, having my friends compare the boys they like to, well, is he a Ross or is he a Chandler or is he a Joey Tribbiani? And you had the Rachel haircuts and you knew this person and all that he was saying. It's just such a devastating loss. Pam, thank you so much. I mean, he really was one of the stars of such an iconic show that it's really feel like you lost a friend today.
Clark
We
Payne,
all feel
no.
that way. I'm getting texts from
They're not fixing the
friends
OPM
from all
issue.
over the places saying, I can't believe Matthew Perry is gone. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're all really feeling it. And you, Laura Coates, the fact that you got to interact with him not too long ago and, meet the real Matthew Perry, not just the Chandler Bing that we're all familiar with, but meet the real person behind the scenes, as you said, it was so not Hollywood, which I just love. And he's so relatable. It's not surprising. So I'm going to hand it over to you now, Laura, as you continue to honor Matthew Perry's legacy tonight.
Pam Brown, thank you so much. We've been talking about this death of this iconic figure, Perry. He was one of the stars of the hit sitcom Friends, playing the character Chandler Bing, a character who often, needed backup from his fellow friends. Well, as we see in this clip, take a look.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, now remember what we talked about. You gotta be strong.
Yes. Yes.
Now, one more time. Hey, don't you want a washboard stomach and rock-hard pecs?
No, I want a flabby gut and saggy man breasts.
Good, that's good.
Ashley, come over to YouTube. TikTok's been lagging so bad. Come over to YouTube.
I want to quit the gym.
You want to quit?
I want to quit the gym.
You do realize you won't have access to our new full-service Swedish spa.
I want to quit the gym.
Okay. Dave in the membership office handles quitters. Excuse me, are you a member?
Me? No.
Sorry, members only.
I want to quit the gym.
It's okay, man. Be strong.
Can he be any more Chandler? Remember that scene?
Hi, Angie.
That
Hello,
one,
hello.
And how every episode began with the one where, remember that in the title? Well, Friends ran for 10 seasons from 1994 to 2004, and there was not a complete cast reunion until 2021. But over the years, some of the Friends did get together from time to time, like here. Take a look at when Matthew Perry was guest hosting right here on CNN back in 2014, interviewing his former
Brittany.
co-star,
Thank you.
Lisa Kudrow.
People are always asking me, do I watch the show? And I don't really watch the show. It's odd. I don't watch it. Do you watch?
No, not much.
Yeah.
Not much. It's hard. If I see that it's on, I have to check my mood. I don't know if you're
Oh my
the same
God,
way.
it's her.
If I'm in a bad mood, I'm not going to like seeing myself at all.
Right. But if you're in a good mood,
If
you'll
I'm
like
in a
it.
good mood, I'm like, oh, not bad.
Do you have a ring that tells you watch Friends, don't watch Friends?
I have a ring in here that
Oh,
tells
in your
me.
heart.
In my heart.
You have a ring in your heart.
That's what it is.
Let me
but
tell you this.
but I
No,
think
yes.
all of you guys are hilarious every time. Like, God, they're talented. My God, they're so funny.
Well,
Why did I suck so
Yeah,
much?
that's the neurosis. That's why we're all not plumbers. That's
Right.
why we're actors and neurotic and needy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
That's
good
fun.
night.
That's fun. So I was doing a Hollywood Reporter interview a couple of weeks ago, or like a month ago, and it was one of those, hey, I hope I get nominated for an Emmy interviews. I did not. It did not work.
Oh.
But I still had to do the interview.
Did not get the
Okay, I
Emmy.
voted
Sort of
for
a
you.
bummer. You did?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know we voted. Did we vote?
Well, you forgot to vote for yourself.
Yeah, that's
Chicky,
why
I do
lose
agree
all.
as well.
And
Smelly
I
cat.
found myself sort of reminiscing about how
Then
much
go
fun
eat your
the show
baby.
was, and the hours that we worked, and how much you could see how much we laughed and everything. And I found myself saying, if I had a time machine, I would like to go back to 2004 and not have stopped.
Oh.
Yeah. So
no.
I found that. So just assuming for a second that time machines are just around.
Okay.
Would you get in a time machine and have stopped? Would you want to change that, or?
Yeah. I mean, if
wanna
if it were up to us,
Yeah.
like individually,
Yeah.
then yeah.
You would have kept going, or you would have stopped?
Oh, I would keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured, there would have come a time anyway
Yeah.
when someone would have said, we've had enough.
Right.
But why not have fun until they do?
Yeah, I guess the ideology was that like we would decide, because that would be better. But I
Right.
disagree.
Right.
Looking back, no, don't make us decide. Let's keep going. It's the greatest job in the world.
It was. No, I mean, we
They
had
did a
lot of
reunion
fun.
in
It was just really
2021.
fun. But I think we were extremely appreciative at the time, by the way. It's not
Yeah.
like, we did not appreciate how fun it was, how good the writing was. We were all very proud and appreciative.
We definitely knew we were a part of something special, and
Yeah.
we're very grateful the whole time. But I think just in that meeting where we all said, let's stop, I probably would have said, hey, let's not stop.
Yeah, me too.
So many people are so familiar with Friends. It never really has stopped in anyone's mind. I mean, there are people who I know personally who learned English watching Friends, who are still learning and relating to Matthew Perry as Chandler Bing, and there's that moment frozen in time for so many people, and that's even just starting there. I remember when he was an actor in the 80s and 90s, and even, wasn't he on Charles in Charge at one point in time? I mean, that's how far back you can remember him. With me now is Karen Heller. She's a national features writer for The Washington Post. Karen, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I mean, the world is really shocked to think about this person no longer being with us. He feels so familiar to so many people who have either grown up watching him, have watched it in the reruns and syndication, or have learned and revisited for the very first time. It's stunning.
First of all, was the exceptional chemistry of these 6 actors. They worked so hard. I mean, there was a series about the casting of this, and it just, they got everything right. And
we do know that the LAPD robbery and homicide detectives are investigating the death, and that is through the latest LA Times article.
And they hit the characters almost immediately. They knew who they were. And while they kind of grew, they also, which is true in sitcoms, they stayed the same, because that's what the comfort was. We knew how, you know, they would react. And particularly Chandler, his sarcasm and his sort of trying to be cooler than he actually was. And, you know, the scene you just showed, right?
It's so true. I mean,
he needed help.
Yeah. You know, it's funny when you think about what makes a great sitcom, what makes great writing, what makes great acting, is you start to wonder which came first, the chicken or the egg. Was it the writing and then this person has evolved, or the character? You start with that person and then everything just makes sense to the point you're in the writing room going, he would never say that. He would say this. He really embodied the roles, and those actors around him, as you say, it just clicked.
Right. And well, everyone in the show, the producers, the writers, it all worked, you know, and, you know, they didn't have a lot of sets. Occasionally they traveled, but it was all about the chemistry. And these, you may recall that they knew quite quickly, as young as they were, how important they were to NBC and to their audience. And they negotiated, and this was very public, they each negotiated together with their agents and got $1 million an episode. Because they knew they had true value. This was must-see TV, Thursday night destination. You know, it was comfort food. You know, and so they grew up, and we watched them. But we also, there was a comfort of the familiar with these characters.
Karen, you know, I had forgotten about that $1 million per episode deal at the time. That was so unheard of. Not only the amount, perhaps, but that they negotiated together. And remember, this was women and men in the cast who were able to know their worth, who was respected and had that power to go collectively. It says a lot about the entirety of the cast. But then I'm trying to remember and realize, 24 years old, that's when we first met him as Chandler Bing. The enormity of the pressure of being a star at that age. Can you imagine?
No, and also they knew their value. And Courtney Cox was the best known of the 6 of them when the show started. She had been in this video with Bruce Springsteen. She had been a model for 17 magazine. But they knew they really were a team. And you could see this in it. But Matthew Perry's struggles with addiction was singular of this group. He just had epic battles with addiction. And when I interviewed, you met him at the same time about a year ago now, it's just traumatizing what he did to his body, the amount of abuse, and it was unfathomable. I was concerned about this book tour, that he was, you know, reliving all of this. You know, he would be shown his weight fluctuations, which went up and down 100 pounds during Friends. And he had to relive this, but I think it was cathartic for him to do this book. He really saw this as another act, a fresh, you know, renewal. And he really hoped it would lead to new acting roles. But I worried about how much he had to talk about this, you know, with you, with me. He almost died. His colon burst. He was in a coma for 2 weeks. He 2% chance of living. He was 5 months in the hospital. He was so brave to share all this. Lisa Kudrow told me this. She couldn't believe his bravery. but it was a nightmare, his addiction battles.
I mean, the part of the book, one of the subtexts, that big terrible thing, and it's there are so many people who in his position could have easily just never addressed it, could have stayed in a bubble, could have allowed people to think and care about what they wanted, but it almost became a calling for him. And as you mentioned, maybe cathartic, equal parts liberating, to share that part. And he talked about relapsing like 60 or 70 times, but it seemed as though he was coming out of it. He had reclaimed a lot of his autonomy and authority to be able to speak about these issues. And many thought when he first wrote a memoir at such a young age, even though he started at such a young age, that it was almost premature to write about one's life. But it really was prescient, thinking now about what he was able to offer in the short amount of time that he was on this planet, and the foresight to have a memoir at this moment in time. Karen Heller, thank you so much for sharing what you remember and know about your experiences as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, there are so many moments that I'm sure you're thinking in your mind right now, and I would bet with a smile when you're thinking about him as an actor and about the bravery that our guest just spoke of in terms of sharing what has become all across this country far too familiar for so many households, so many individuals across this country. The battle with addiction, the battle of relapsing, the battle of wanting to share one's story and being afraid of the scrutiny of the blaring light and whoever is watching. But I tell you, when you think about all that he was able to accomplish in his life and all the different moments and just the smile that you see.
What really got him was that jet
about
ski
to crack
accident.
A sarcastic joke, self-deprecating, and yet a twinkle in the eye. I bet you're going to remember him in the way that he would like to be remembered. What did he say to the LA Times last year? That it wasn't a bad thing when you ran into him. There's still so much to talk about when we're talking about Matthew Perry. Now we have learned he is dead at the age of just 54. For so many people, they're reminiscing to all the lives that have been lost and early when it comes to so many people that we have gained such a familiarity with. I bet you spent countless nights watching reruns in your bed before you've gone to sleep or throughout your day. And tonight, it seems that the headline is The One Where We Lost a Friend. We'll be right back.
So yeah, what we are seeing here, if you will, is right here. Basically, what we do know is that the LAPD robbery and homicide division is investigating his cause of death right now. Again, the LAPD robbery and homicide division is investigating his death, and that is coming from the LA Times, Los Angeles Times. Again, guys, if you're on TikTok servers don't like how much of a high-quality broadcast I produce, so you have to come over to YouTube. You have to come over to YouTube, click my profile, hit the follow button, and then click the YouTube link and come on over to YouTube. You know, he, again, going over that timeline, he played pickleball earlier in the morning. He came back. He got in the jacuzzi. He told his assistant to go run some errands. 2 hours later, he came back. And when he came back, he found Matthew Perry there in the jacuzzi, unresponsive, and they called it out as a drowning. So that's what we know. Again, you can see the LAPD's at his house there earlier. About 2 hours ago, they were at his house. They have crime scene tape up. Lots of stuff happening. It's a very fluid scene. It's just very, very, very fluid overall. Like, the entire thing is so fluid. Thankfully, though, everything seems to be aligning information-wise throughout everyone. The LAPD is pretty quick to, to give the needed information. This happened. This is the dispatch call there. Maybe if we can actually pull you in the audio and I'm not messing it up.
Engine 23, rescue 23, EMS 9. Engine 23, rescue 23, EMS 9, all on radio. Respond to the drowning. Crossing the surf view drive.
And that should have been Blue Sail, if I recall. I think he lives on Blue Sail in Los Angeles. Believe it was Blue Sail. Maybe I need to spell it right. I don't think that. No, I don't think it was Circle. Should be up on the hill. Should be up on the hill. Should be up on the hill up here. Pretty sure it was Blue Sail. Pretty sure it was Blue Sail that he lived on. Yeah, see, none of those have a big old jacuzzi. You should be up on a hill. Yeah, Blue Sail Drive, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was Blue Sail. Where's Blue Sail Drive at? It was off of Pacific Coast. It should be over, unless it's Thousand Oaks. That's Southwest Lake. And none of those places have a jacuzzi. Someone goes, that's my neighbor. Pacific Coast Highway, yeah. Yeah, that's Route 1. I thought that was Route 1. I thought so. Yeah, right there. At the crest of the hill was sweeping. Yeah. That's weird that it's not pulling up Blue Sail Blue Sail Drive. That's off. That's not off of Route 1. None of those. That's off of the 101. It should be off of Route 1, not 101. Yeah, right there. I'm pretty sure. It should be, yeah. Is Google Maps this, like... I'm an idiot. I could just click on that. Yeah, Blue Sail Drive, yeah. Yeah, okay, here. It's one of these. It's one of these. When you look at the photos here, it's white with brown on top, with the garage out front. It has an arch. Has an arch. Is that it right here? That doesn't have a jacuzzi. It has an arch on Blue Sail. See, that looks like that, but I don't see a jacuzzi in that one. $18,038. Is that it? That is it. Okay. Yeah, I thought when I was looking at this, see, I don't see the jacuzzi in the back, but that is definitely the same house. 18038. That is clearly the same house. Because you got the arch and you got that little overhang. Well, no. Yes. There's the arch. This must have been renovated because you can see the overhang there. It should have like a gate on this very front. A lot must have changed here. It was definitely none of those. They must have really. He must have really changed that up. It's right down here. Yeah, that's nothing. Definitely not it. That would not be it. It has to be this one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because look, this was done. Yeah, April of 2019. This is image capture date, April of 2019 there. Okay, so yeah, 18038. The arch is what got me. Because I was like, there's not many houses there that has that arch to the driveway. Yeah, right there. Shrubs. Yep, right there's the shrubs. So yeah, 18038. 18038 Blue Sales Drive. Los Angeles. Yeah, that'd be it. Pilsods. Let's see. What was it? I'm just curious here. $528,000 total selling cost. Damn. Sold for $6 million on the dot. So, listing removed at 28,000. Oh, rent. Yeah. So it was. Imagine that, $32,000 a month to rent that house, or $6 million outright. So this is his house. Look at that panoramic view. Oh, damn, yeah. That's beautiful, though. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. It's covered, guys. That's what it was. It's covered. Back one? Yeah, right there. Can we copy this? And that's the jacuzzi there on the right side. Right there. That's the jacuzzi on the right side, because when we looked at here, right on up here, I'm going to butcher this and I apologize. Jacuzzi. Right here, look. So right here, he's on the left side of that. And that right there would be right there. Okay. So it was taken right there. Yeah, I knew the $9 million to get clean. Yeah, so right there, that's a beautiful house, but I would not pay $6 million for that in any way. Like a single floor home like that. Yeah, there's the jacuzzi, guys. Right there's the jacuzzi. It has a fence there that's not. I mean, I can understand. I can understand why LAPD's robbery and homicide division's investigating, because it is wide open. Like, anyone could come right up there and just do harm. I would not want to live in a place like that. That's like terrible. But yeah, right there's the jacuzzi of where he passed in right there, which would be 18038. Dang. Let's take a look at some other photos of this place, because I'm just curious now. Look at it. Okay, I mean, it's probably like they really boosted that saturation up, but look at the crystal clear blue water. Yeah, Jicky, that would be. So he probably spent a good bit of money to renovate this. I mean, so $6 million. That's just me. I'm just like, where do you put the TV? Where do you put the TV? Who would want, like, that's a fireplace. Where do you put the big TV? The Boss Award over there. Thank you, NFL Edits. Yeah, I was thinking there. Wine. Lots of wine. Oh my God. Look at the wine, guys. Holy shit. That's a lot of wine. Right? Wow. Hi, Catherine. It's been upgraded to an in-ground pool with jacuzzi at the end. Okay, so So he paid to have it renovated. Okay, so the jacuzzi's in ground where the grass is. Is that what you're saying? Where the grass is where they probably did that, like up here? Or do you think they built this up? You know, we also have this. I totally forgot. We got Bing Maps. We can take a look. Is Bing Maps that gets Earth data? That gets Earth data. About what somebody's asked. 1308 or $18.38. Yeah, up here. And then we come on down satellite. Oh, yeah, right there you can see where they started building the in-ground. Right there's where they started to build the in-ground. Huh. Yeah, that's where they started doing the renovation. 1938. This would be when they started renovating it. Picture date. This was April of 2022. So April of 2022 is when they started doing the renovations on his house there. Oh, Hannah. Yeah, then that would make sense. So, okay, because right there, April of 2022, they started redoing the house. So they built this up. When you look at it here. Okay, so yeah, looking at that there, right where it was is where they started building it up. So you can see that line where it is, and then you can see where, yeah, because right there you can start to see where it's getting built. Because there's that fence that I was telling you guys about, that fence that's right here. So he started, they must have put all the dirt in there to lift it up onto that. WFLA News 8. Why would they? LA. The FL got me. I was like, what? WFLA. What is this? Let me take a peeky. What do we got here? CNN's going to run with this all night long. They got their story that they need. Yeah, Jennifer, that's what I was saying is that they built that up. When looking at Bing Maps, it looks like they built it up from, this was when the house sold in 2020, wasn't it? 2020. That's what it looked like in 2020. Then they did a lot of renovations to like do the roofing and stuff up there. 18038 18038 Blue Sail Drive was that. Lots of stuff here, lots of stuff. Yeah, TikTok does suck. I agree, guys. I do agree. You can just see where a lot of people are posting about them here. And again, I mean, we could be working with a sudden cardiac arrest, sudden cardiac death. That's always possible. That is always possible. Never rule that out. You know, now LAPD, they are utilizing their robbery and homicide division to investigate this. According to the LA Times, that doesn't mean that there was homicide or anything. Again, they said that they didn't find drugs, they didn't find any foul play. They're just probably doing it just to cover their, their butt. Oh, really, Colonel? Did DD Cypress get yeeted from YouTube? Did DD Cypress get yeeted from YouTube? Huh, really? Did he? Did he get... Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got yeeted there. Yeah, he got yeeted. Dang, yeah. Yeah, no platform. Here's the thing, I could always host my own stuff, but I don't want to do that until I have like a really big following. And then I have no issue doing that using a CDN for it, but right now, can't do that. Oh, I agree, Jackie. I do agree fully. Well, Missy, so the YouTube's starting to shut down camera feeds. It looks like. Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally clicked on the wrong title card. I totally forgot to click. I clicked the wrong title card. I was messing around, and that's what they are preparing for new attacks. They are preparing for new attacks. They are. They're going to, quote, exterminate Hamas from the ground and air. Ah, man. Yeah, so you guys are talking about Israel. So, Israel-wise, DD Cypress, one of the Demetrius, one of the guys who are doing some of the streams on YouTube, got yeeted. Got yeeted. Yeah. So, yeah, Israel, they got some heavy bombings going on. The issue is, a lot of the internet's kind of like, fuck off, yeet. Like, it honestly is. It's like a lot of, like, fuck this. We don't have much internet over there. Now, I did add in another screen, guys. I have a new monitor. Little thing. So, YouTube, guys, listen up. Well, TikTok too, but mainly YouTube. I have a new encoder that's coming this week. What that means is that this computer that I have now handling all of this stuff won't be handling the encoding. It's actually going to be TV broadcast grade, full 4K 60. I'm just going to use the computer for the switching of different scenes like how I do now. It's gonna make the streams not like drop frames, if that makes sense. And it will just handle a lot better. So there's a lot of stuff happening here. And as this grows, then, eventually we'll be on our own, away from relying on a platform. We will self-host everything, kind of like how InfoWars does it. InfoWars doesn't have a platform. They own their own platform. So that's what I am going to do. I heard that. I don't know what it was. Preacher's in here. Oh, dear Lord. Guys, don't make Matthew Perry fake accounts. Hey, Einfock, hello. Please don't make fake Matthew Perry accounts, guys. There's no need. There's no need. Trust me, there's no need. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, right here it said that the robbery homicide detectives are investigating the death. What's up, Matt? How are you, Matt? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I agree. That would be his house, though. What about San Diego? I see aliens over there. I see aliens. Oh, Chula Vista. Okay, guys, let's see what we have going on here with Chula Vista. What county is that? San Diego County. Let's see here. San Diego County. Son of a bitch. I'll just hit this. There's gonna be an ad. I apologize for the ad. Unless I can do that. I don't think I can. Can I?
Stinks.
Yeah. We're not gonna listen to that.
Sorry, I got you.
Sounds like a little baby. Wah.
Secret? Yeah.
These damn ads, I tell you what.
You bits instead of covering.
We're gonna go to 30 seconds here.
Let's.
Not yet. Okay.
To return to quarters. Battalion 52, staging copies. I'll let Medic 38 and Medic 39 go. I'll keep Medic and staging.
I see Metro copies.
OTI IC, engine 66 Delta. OTI IC. FIC, truck 51, something. Do you want us to continue to stage on the backside of the mall, or do you want us to go back into Station 10? Yourself and Medic 57 can report back to the ICP where your original location was. We're going to hold ourselves here until things stabilize. There is an increased amount of activity in the crowd here right now.
They have a crowd.
Engine 60 copies, I'll relay to Medic 57.
Engine 51, Captain. Engine 51, engineer on Lima.
Engine 31 from 42.
Hey, here we got some video, guys, showing you.
6 kilo. We're on scene.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
There go for 51 Captain on Lima. FIC, truck 51 on scene. 51, I copy, you're on scene. Burn food only, you guys can clear.
FIC truck 51, free and clear.
Truck 51 from FIC, you can clear.
Truck 51, copy.
What's our IC, Metro?
I see.
What's our IC? We're currently trying to work with on getting more information for you, but we're having a difficult time getting through.
Metro truck 51, 6 kilo, we've been cleared by FIC. Can you source available?
Both IC copies, thank you very much. Chula Vista PD is now sending units to Sharpsville Vista to get information direct. Appreciate the effort very much.
What's our IC, Metro? Copy. Chula Vista PD sending units to Sharpsville to get more information.
Metro truck 51, 6 off.
Truck 51, go ahead.
Metro, what do you show our status as?
Truck 51, we're showing you at scene at 288 F Street for the ringing alarm high rise.
Yeah, copy. We're having trouble with tablet command taking a request. Can you show us available? We'll probably be verbalizing.
Copy that, having problems with the tablet. We'll show you available.
Metro Chula Vista Medic 38 is available.
Chula Vista Medic 38 available.
Metro FIC. Metro FIC. 6 kilo.
And 251, did you have traffic for Metro?
Affirmative. This confirmed. Burnt food. No hazard. Panel ticker reset. Terminate IC. Engine 51 available.
Engine 51, Metro copy is confirmed. Burnt food, no hazards. Alarm ticker reached. Chula Vista Engine 51, going available.
Okay, there. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Told you I'd be back. I'm definitely in Cali right now and not Tennessee. Oh, God, Hannah. It's all Hannah's fault. We should still have audio. We should still have audio. We have the audio. We have audio. We have the audio. 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 Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's yeah.
Gurneys and
I don't know why the video looks a little wonky, but yeah, that's down there right now in San Diego at a shopping mall. Apparently it was a brewery. It looks like it was a brewery, Novo Brewery, and 4 people were injured, according to local TV news. 4 people were injured, and the suspects are still at large, is what we are hearing. That's what we're hearing, at least. Like I said, at least what we're hearing. You should be good. I don't see an echo over here. They said suspects still at large. Chula Vista. In Chula Vista. That just got updated here. At the Otay Ranch Mall.
Staging. Staging. High speed, go for staging. We're going to release yourself and any remaining units from staging. Copy. Disbanding staging. Releasing engine 61, medic 51.
Oh, wow.
Metro Otashi.
Otashi, go.
State has been disbanded. Engine 61 and medic 51 will be going available via MVC.
Interesting.
Additionally, the use of 6 Echo will not be utilized by the incident any longer.
Yeah, so this
Actually,
was
Metro copy. Staging has been disbanded. Medic 61 and Medic 51 going available via MDC. Use of 6 Echo not being used.
right here is where the shooting took place. The Otay Ranch Town Center Mall there. So when you zoom out here, right there, it's on the southeast side, and Chula Vista, right near the Mexico and United States border. Right up here. So it's like a commons in a way. It's like a commons. Let's see if we can see. Okay, so we can see traffic. Look at the traffic. So they're probably shutting it off right here. I can imagine they're probably shutting it off right there. And it happened down here. It happened right here. This Novo Brazil Brewery. This is the place where the shooting occurred. Novo. That's the place there, right along Kestrel Falls Road and C. Corona. Yeah, Vio, I was hoping. I'm thinking of getting some SDRs and running the county's open megahertz here, but we don't have much interesting stuff happen. But who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be a project video I do. Yeah, this was in San Diego, guys. This was up in down in San Diego, I should say. Down in San Diego. All 5 had chemical exposure. What do you mean by chemical exposure there, Becky? Curious what you mean. Yeah, Kimberly. Yeah, in San Diego. We have the audio right now. We have the audio right now of it happening.
Metro Medic 51.
Medic 51.
Metro Medic 51, can you show us available?
Medic 51 show you available.
Oh, God. Not that account again. Preacher! Wakey, wakey. There's Preacher. Preacher is just lurking over there. Guys, if you're on TikTok, hit the follow button and come on over to YouTube and grab yourself a channel membership while you're over here. This, well, what we do know is that it's been reported as an active shooter at the Novo Brazil Brewery at the Otay Ranch Town Center Mall.
Otay C.
What I see, first patient was transferred to Charlotte Vista via private transport and is in stable condition per Sharp. Charlotte Vista ER.
Otay C copies, will advise PD supervisor team.
Copy that. Chula Vista Medic 39 Metro.
For Medic 39.
Oh, God, Colonel.
Medic 39 advisor status.
Children's 739 is going to be available. Tablet command's not working.
Cheap wine, no preacher.
93, Metro copies.
Preacher with the cheap wine there. Seeing if we have any information here.
Metro BLS 53 shows at hospital, times 10 minutes.
BLS 53, Metro.
Very shocking that CNN hasn't picked
Metro
up on this. Craig, it depends. BLS or ALS? ALS is about 2,500 to 3,000.
Okay,
BLS is
go ahead.
about $800. Depends, give or takes. Hurricane Otis, Category 5 is slammed into Mexico. I know to go bankrupt, oh Hannah. Don't you want to slip and fall and, you know? Don't you want to slip and fall? Chocolate wine.
We've confirmed with PD we have no additional patients. We're going to release Engine 60, Medic 57. That'll release all at scene units with the exception of EMS 1 and Battalion 52 remaining at scene to coordinate with PD. We'll advise shortly when IC is terminated.
Hannah, is that a threat? It's a dare, girl. It's a dare.
IT Metro copies confirmed with PD no additional patients. To release Engine 50, Medic 57, all at scene units, Battalion 32 and EMS 1 to coordinate with PD. Will advise when incident is terminated.
Metro Medic 51 can show us responding.
Terminated.
Metro, you can show Medic 57 clear.
Medic 57 will show you available.
Metro in 59 on India.
Engine 59.
If we do not respond to the hospital, is there a reason for us to go to this one?
I like that. Is there a reason for us to be here? I mean, they're not
Engine
wrong.
59, we're attempting to speak to a nurse and cancel. Stand by.
Oh my goodness. Watch, I'll do it. Watch, I'll do it in spite, and you'll feel so bad. No, don't fall off a rock. Don't fall off a rock, Hannah. You need to go see the Titanic first, and then you can do whatever you want. You don't say, Londi. You don't say. I'm not going back to Pigeon Forge. Why not? You gotta go see the Titanic. Aspen, yeah, there was one in San Diego. There was a report of a shooting in San Diego at the Chula Vista Novo
Engine
Brewery.
59, Medic 51, Metro, you can cancel your response.
It was too damn crowded. It's Pigeon Forge. What do you expect? It's like Gatlinburg. Hannah don't like crowds, I guess.
Metro, Engine 59 is available. Is the tablet command up and running again, or are we voice?
Report of 4 injuries. I believe there was one of those
Metro,
injuries was
51.
someone running
Success.
away and face planted on the curb. It sounded like Gatlinburg was worse. I told you it would.
Engine 59, right now the tablets are still hit or miss. Continue to update us with your statuses. Medic 51, go ahead.
59 is available.
It says canceled, just to confirm.
That's affirmative. Medic 51, you can cancel.
Medic 51 cops cancel. Available.
Oh no.
Metro 418, code 20, Scriptural Vista.
Code 20, Sharp Chula Vista.
TikTok is just going terrible. 4-day hotel in Gatlinburg, but last minute I changed it to Asheville. Best decision I ever made. Can't blame you. Can't blame you exactly. Pay for my travel expenses, then I'll consider going to New York City. New York City's not bad. NYC is not bad, especially traffic. Traffic is not bad whatsoever until you get to Times Square. Manhattan, lower Manhattan, no issues. No issues at all. Biggest two is Times Square and the Long Island Expressway. Those two suck. No. Well, Pam, that's why you get the double echo. Yeah, I was going to say, that's why you get the double echo. Yeah, it's like bet. Bet. It actually makes me a little worried doing the whole Israel-Gaza cameras now, considering that they're starting to yeet people. They're starting to yeet people for showing the camera feeds. I'm kind of shocked about that. I don't want to get a yeet, you know? Because D.D. Cypress, he got yeeted, it looks like. Yeah, he's not even live anymore. And Quizix is up, though. And Quizix is the only one, it looks like. Going to Glendale, like we discussed earlier. Still butthurt. Damn, look at you, Hannah. Look at you. It's a spicy, feisty Hannah tonight. Coda Colonel. I don't know. Does DD Cypress do any commentary? Does he do any commentary at all? Or wait, was he the one with the text to speech? Was he text to speech? Because the text-to-speech could have... I don't think it's the chat that could have gone. But if he did text-to-speech, that very well could be. And refuse to see you. Damn, Matt. Damn. Yeah, Preacher. Gaza does look... I mean, it could also... They had rain overnight, so it could be moisture. Spicy Hannah tonight. Spicy. 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 The Iron Dome and rained rockets in Israel. What's this? I don't know if that's real. And you just got Allahu Akbar in the chats. I don't know. It doesn't say if it's live or not. But the sun adds up. But I don't know. I really don't know if that's live or not. Something tells me it's fake. Ow, my ears.
Chula Vista Engine 60 and Chula Vista Medic 57. Medical. 6 Charlie, 6 Delta. 1812 Mint Terrace. 1812 Mint 201. Unit 3. Cross Streets, Hyde Terrace, and Cosmopolitan Lane. Chula Vista Engine 60 and Chula Vista Medic 57. 6 Charlie, 6 Delta.
Automatic dispatching systems suck.
Engine 61, go ahead.
Hannah. Tisk. Hannah could have got a ride in a big old red fire engine.
Metro Chula Vista Engine 61, 6 Alpha.
Chula Vista Engine 61, go ahead.
Metro, can you place Chula Vista Engine 61 on the call at 1812 Mint Terrace in place of Engine 60? They're aware.
Copy that. Stand by. I'll place you on the call.
Engine 60. Engine... I can't. But guys, I've been live for 2 hours here. I'm thinking of taking a break here, especially with midnight. I got Amazon coming tomorrow, and I don't know what time they're going to come, and I have to do a passcode with them. So I will be in the Discord, but I'm going to take a break here. And I'm going to reset the streams over to Gaza. I'll reset the streams over to Gaza. It seems like the active shooter threat has been quashed. I believe it's been quashed fully. Just not having the viewer counts tonight as well. It is nearing Halloween, so it's expected, you know. So I will be in the Discord. I'll be in the Discord for a while. And then I will probably go to bed around 2 a.m.-ish and be up early in the morning there. And, you know, still probably try to do something video-related tonight. So I will see you guys there in the Discord. I will see you guys. And, yes, I will reset the streams there. So give me about 2 to 3 minutes to get the new streams up. And I will be there. So thank you guys so much. Thank you.